All right, so we created the reason codes. Now let us go and check how do we use EAM, okay? So in the GRC system, you will have to use the firefighter user, okay? So let's go to the GRC system and log into the GRC system with the firefighter user that we created, which is EAM user 01 or EAM user 02. Okay, so let's do this. So login. So the firefighter user will log into the system and then he will have the transaction code GRAC underscore EAM. He needs to have that because that's the transaction that is needed for launching the EAM launchpad, okay, to launch the EAM tool. So GRC EAM. So we gave GRC SPM also, which is an obsolete transaction code. But let's execute GRC underscore EAM transaction code, which launches the launchpad for EAM. And depending on how many user IDs, firefighter IDs are assigned to this EAM user, firefighter user, you'll get that list here. Okay, so select the ID through which you want to log in to use EAM. So select that and the status, remember, it is active here, okay? It has to be green. So select the user ID with which you want the user would, the EAM firefighting needs to be done and then click on log on, right? Now, like we said before, right? So when when the firefighter wants to use EAM, the system is going to ask for the reasons for using it, right? So the firefighter user will have to specify the reasons for using emergency access. Okay, so select the reason codes. So we created 3 reason codes. So you get 3 of them listed here. Okay, now click on 01, right? What was 01? Let's go and check just for that. 01 was security maintenance. So let's go and check that. So what we're going to do now, if we have access to SU01 or PFCG, we will use them. Okay. Now here you have to describe, the firefighter has to describe as to why is accessing this emergency access. Okay. So he has to specify the reasons. Maybe, he can specify uh, uh, due to ticket number, whatever. So you can specify the ticket numbers or whatever, right? So security, let's say security maintenance. For project XYZ, okay? XYZ, refer something, refer ticket number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. And in this box, please enter the actions that you anticipate to perform. In this box, the user would have to specify, we will normally specify the transaction codes that he is going to use, okay, from the emergency access. So let's say we use say SU01 and let's say PFCG. Okay, so now it is possible that once the user has the access, he may end up using something else also. Okay, or he may not use what is mentioning here, but he may end up using something else totally. So ultimately what the user has used, the controller will know when they check the logs. Okay, so let's see this. So continue, and the system will take you to the plugin system for which that user was invoked, the firefighter was invoked, right? So now we've logged into the backend system, our plugin ECC system. Now you can go and execute the transaction codes that he was supposed to use. So let's say SU01, right? So I will say I'll create a user ID called EAM test user 1. Okay, user 1. So I will perform some activities. So the idea of performing some activities is because we want to see what kind of information we get in the logs, the audit logs, okay, when we run the reports for EM. So let's go and click, and we are not going to use, okay, I'm not going to log in with this user ID. So we can just simply generate whatever password we want. And then let's go and do some defaults and specify some of these things, right? And let's say the idea was we need to do, let's say we change the time zone, and let's say we assign some role, okay? So some X role with something. Okay, let's assign this role, okay? And let's also assign some Z role, okay? We will see. Let's assign a couple of roles. Yeah. So let's assign this and then save. All right. So we created one user ID. We use SU01. The V meaning the firefighter user. Used SU01. Let's see, he wants to use PFCG also, right? Now let's say X colon EM test role. Okay. So let's say we created EM test role. Save it. And let's enter a transaction code. Let's say SU53 and let's say SU24. Okay, just for as an example. Now maintain the authorizations. Okay. So when we specify the reason codes, right? So generate the role. We just said that we are going to do SU01 and SPFCG, right? Now this role has not been assigned to the users. Now let me check. I will execute this transaction code, okay, which is SU3. Okay, so execute SU3, which I did not specify in my reason code, right? When I use the reason code, I did not specify SU3 there, but now I used it, right? So just because it did not specify something in the reason code doesn't mean SAP does not allow you to use the transaction codes. As long as this firefighter ID has access to a transaction code, the firefighter user can use those transaction codes. Okay, so once you are done, right? Once you have done using the EAM access, the firefighter access, the firefighter user will now log off. So when she logs off, the firefighter user will be taken back to the GRC system. Okay, and now if you see, the status is red because it's not active anymore. Okay, so which means it has already been, whatever usage had to be done, it has been done for now. And now the EM user, the firefighter user can exit. Okay, say yes. So you go back to the firefighter user will go back to the GRC initial screen. Okay. So if he wants to use the launchpad again, he can probably, you can go and execute, follow the same steps again. Okay. So again, if you see it's green here, now you can log on. Okay. So click on log on to go to the system. Okay. Now let's go exit. So now the firefighter user has used the firefighter system for performing some activities. Now the next step in the process is to generate the logs, right? But to generate the logs to find out what all was done by this firefighter, a synchronization job, EAM job needs to be run so that, the logs are collected from the plugin system. Okay. So let us see what the job is and what all is run. Okay. What all data is collected. But before we do that, we'll have to check. We'll see what are the prerequisites for generating the logs. Okay.